I've been a complete mess, and
Guys, as you probably know, we have done a couple of videos now on Lauralie's abrupt exit from Team Atlas. As lots of you may or may not know, both camps have now released official statements regarding the split over the past 24 to 48 hours. This is such an interesting story as every day new information comes to light. It is easily our most requested topic for videos, and now everything is starting to paint a clearer picture for all of us fans. Guys, as always, please remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel, as the more love I get, the more videos I can create to bring you the most up-to-date bikini news. To get things started for today, I'm going to post up Lauralie's official statement, Team Atlas's official statement, and break down Bodybuilding and Bullshit's coverage of this story.
Hi everyone, this video is most probably overdue. I think the last couple of months has been just me trying to cope with things and just to remain, to stay the athlete that I am and just stay focused and, to get through prep and my contest and just competition season and just trying to enjoy life and falling in love again and all these great things. But and as much as I tried to stay strong and to not let it affect me, it ends up being that it affects you, right? So, this is how it follows. On November 3rd, 2021, I was served a lawsuit from someone I once considered my best friend, making what I consider to be numerous unsubstantiated, frivolous, and outraged false claims against me and claiming outrageous damages. My lawyers and I have every intention to contest the baseless allegations that have been raised against me. I have requested that all parties implicated in this matter refrain from publishing private, disparaging, and false information on social media, directly or indirectly, which is regretfully not being respected. This behavior is unacceptable and a violation of my privacy and will not be tolerated. I will do what is necessary to safeguard and enforce my rights. I have the utmost respect for my fellow athletes, friends, and mentors in this community, and I will always stand up for what is right, what is the truth, and what is just. I hope that you can all understand and respect my intention not to comment any further on this matter at the present time. I am so thankful to all of you for your love and support, especially Aldo, for being by my side during this very difficult time.
Okay, to give you a bit of context, especially if you are a new viewer, Lauralie had left Team Atlas this year, and let's not forget that Lauralie came second at Olympia and third at the Arnold Classic, so she is a big deal in the bikini world. Many even have her as a favourite to win Bikini Olympia in 2022. And this news really took social media by storm because of how close her and James Ayotte of Team Atlas were, and how they really were a coach and competitor super duo, which no one thought was breakable, let alone with how it has all unfolded in front of our eyes. Now that the court proceedings between the two parties has officially come to light, and to be honest, we had heard rumours of this over the past few weeks. However, we did not want to drop anything until it was 100% confirmed, which it is now. We can now openly discuss this and reveal some more information which we are aware of. And now firstly, I'm just going to read for you a couple of posts that James from Team Atlas has put up regarding this matter. It is sort of like his unofficial official statement. Following this, we can chat about it in further detail. There's many rumours and much speculation going on the past couple of days. I thank you all for your words of support and encouragement. Under the recommendation of my legal advisors, I will not comment further on this situation besides what is stated in this message today. I can say that Team Atlas will continue to uphold the highest standards of professionalism in its relationships with its athletes. This situation is being handled properly off social media on my end, and in due time, no speculation will be needed as all of the facts will be public. All of you will be very disappointed and surprised about the true character of this individual and what happened behind the scenes that no one knows besides us. I am not the one being sued. I am the plaintiff in this suit, and it is very justified, and I can promise that you will all understand once this is all complete. This was supposed to be a private matter as discussed via legal counsel, but a statement needed to be made on my end after the direction the other individual decided to take yesterday. I am doing very well, I am under no stress, and very much enjoy my weekend in Orlando with my athletes. Thank you. I have been receiving hundreds of DMs, and I can assure you that the continuation of harassment towards me from the other individual who has involved himself will be dealt with properly as well. We will seek justice to the absolute maximum extent of the law. This is just the tip of the iceberg, and social media bullying and harassment is not accepted and isn't tolerated here. Now, to break down what James has said, it is that he is the plaintiff in this legal case. So effectively, he's the one pressing the lawsuit upon Lauralie. And I think I can speak for most of the fans in saying that we knew it was pretty bad between James and Lauralie, but I'm sure many of you did not expect it would be as bad as this, where things needed to be settled in the courtroom. And now in the last paragraph of James's post, he alludes to harassment and social media bullying of a third party towards himself and assures it will be dealt with accordingly. Now, to shine some light on this, guys, he is referring to Lauralie's partner, Aldo, or Iron University on Instagram. Guys, from an unbiased point of view, both James and Aldo have been taking jabs at each other for quite some time now, so they are both as guilty as each other. And Lauralie has essentially remained silent in the matter, which we will get onto later in this video. Now, Nick Trigilli of Bodybuilding and Bullshit did a video about this today, which I think is about 90% accurate. And we are actually fans of his channel Bodybuilding and Bullshit, as he does cover some very entertaining and salacious stories. So head over there if you want more of this type of content, and subscribe to his channel if you are into that. Next, we are going to show a clip where he dissected the lawsuit and its particulars.
Basically, he's stating that Lauralie broke their agreement of not shouting him out on Instagram and not giving him the credit he deserved for the allegedly preps that he prepped her for the Arnold and the Olympia. That's what this whole lawsuit is about. Now, if I go through the lawsuit, you guys will be bored out of your mind, okay? There's 68 items, okay, articles in part of this lawsuit to go through. I'm not going through every one of these right now on camera with you guys. All in all, I'm going to sum it up for you. It's basically because Lauralie did not shout him out as her coach for the wins that she had this year, and he wants credit for those wins because if not, it will hurt his income going forward, and he's claiming damages and losses because of her not shouting him out as her coach. I mean, that all in all, that's what this is about. And like I said, this is allegedly, this is just my opinion. I'm just reading off what this lawsuit says in my words. He has a number of numbers that he listed as far as damages that she caused him. And like I said, this is very involved. So there's a lot of gray areas still, which I can't really speak on because I don't know what's true and what isn't true. But I did want to put a statement out here and explain what's going on between these two. But again, this is not the first time that James has done this to a fellow client. I don't know if there's any truth to this, though. With Laura and him, the court will have to decide, and then we'll figure out what the truth was. But basically, you know, James is trying to get paid for, you know, his travel expenses. Basically, he wants damages paid for as well. And it's a lot of money he's asking for, 6 figures. He's saying this is all because Lauralie did not allegedly post and claim him as his coach for her wins. It's going to be very hard for the court to decide whether or not, you know, Lauralie was supposed to, if there is an agreement or not, a signed agreement between these two individuals stating that she had to do this or not. I don't know if there is an agreement or not because I'm not obviously part of this lawsuit. I'm just reading it off the documents, but this is what he's stating in his lawsuit.
So I do think Nick did a good job in breaking down this lawsuit and clearly identifying what Lauralie is essentially being sued over. We know the damages are over 100k Canadian dollars, so we are talking about a relatively large sum. And to put things into perspective, Jen Dory, who just won the Olympia, the biggest show in bodybuilding, only took home 50k US dollars. Now, Nick said he believes the whole lawsuit is over Lauralie not shouting out James on social media where she competed at the Arnold Classic and Olympia, and he's sort of right and he's sort of wrong. I think the main issue of this lawsuit is you've got Team Atlas and James's camp saying we coached and prepped Lauralie for the two biggest shows of the year. Then we have Lauralie and Aldo, or Iron University, stating that Lauralie prepped herself for these two major shows, and Aldo was her second set of eyes, and Kim Oddo was her third set of eyes for the Olympia. And guys, in case you don't know who Kim Oddo is, he is now Lauralie's current coach, and he previously won the Bikini Olympia titles with Janet Leung in 2020 and the 2 titles with Angelica Teixeira. Now, the interesting thing here is, guys, that there are some very strong rumors from reputable sources that there's proof circulating that James did in fact do check-ins with Lauralie all the way up until Olympia. Of course, we have no way to know if this is true or not. Clearly, we do not know what their coaching agreement was and the specifics of it, or if there was even one at all. But obviously, if there was an agreement in place, and if this so-called evidence is substantiated, you would have to think it would benefit James's lawsuit against Lauralie. However, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not even a competitor, I'm just a fan of the sport who likes YouTube. Now, in Nick Trigilli's video, he wasn't sure what caused the exact rift between Lauralie and James. That is the million-dollar question. We do know, however, that James and Lauralie's partner Aldo have been throwing barbs at each other through social media. Not sure if this has happened straight after, if this contributed to it, but either way it certainly would not have helped. Could them butting heads be what triggered the split? Guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Guys, throughout this we are trying to stay as independent and as unbiased as possible because it is really hard to draw to a conclusion without having all the facts or being personally involved in the situation. This is going to be part 1 of our video because we still have more information we have to get through, and I'm sure new information will surface over the coming week. I'd really like to get your thoughts and opinions on the matter, as it is quite complicated and has been going on for some time now. Even if you have a wild conspiracy theory, I'd love to hear it. Please stay tuned for our Arnold Classic Bikini preview video coming in hot tomorrow. Guys, if you have lasted here for this long, please like, share and subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me, and you really are the most loyal fans of the sport. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I hope you tune in tomorrow as well. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Over and out from Bikini Nation.